Hi, this is Todd with Rocky Mountain Meat Hunter. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and today we're going to be brining and smoking a turkey. Brining is similar to marinating. The concept of brining is that we are going to use a salt water solution that the turkey will soak in. The salt will actually break down the muscles and allow the spices and the juices to penetrate the meat, giving it a more flavorful taste, a more moist taste. Our ingredients are going to be kosher salt, apple juice, Dr. Pepper, ground black pepper, brown sugar, and Worcestershire sauce. My friend in college called it Winchester sauce. Worcestershire, Winchester sauce, whatever it is, we're putting that in there. Water, natural hickory liquid smoke, 6 cloves of fresh garlic chopped into large pieces, and 1 whole onion. This happens to be a white onion, but you could use yellow onion, and I suppose you could even use red onion. So today we have a 16.8 pound turkey. I've thawed the turkey in the refrigerator for about 4 days. It's completely thawed. I washed it out in the sink today, taking out the neck and of course the other parts in the bag on the other end, giving it a good cleaning. I'm going to be using this cooler and this plastic bag. This is actually a Reynolds brand marinating bag. In the past I've simply used kitchen trash bags. I know the kitchen trash bags aren't food grade, but they worked fine for me and I'm still here. So first up, I'm going to go ahead and dump 5 quarts of water into the bag. Followed by a quart of apple juice. 1.5 cups of coarse kosher salt. Most chefs believe that kosher salt has a more pure taste than table salt because it doesn't have the anti-caking agents that table salt has, giving it a better flavor. I have also brined with table salt before, and many people do. You could also brine with sea salt. Sea salt is more expensive, but some people prefer the taste of sea salt as well. The onion, garlic, 1/4 cup of the Worcestershire sauce, 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 3 or 4 tablespoons of ground black pepper, 1/4 to 1.25 of Dr. Pepper. And today I'm using the Dr. Pepper in the classic can with real sugar. Roughly 1/4 cup of the natural hickory liquid smoke. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and stir these ingredients together. And your mixture is going to look something like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and drop the bird into the bag. I'm actually going to lay the bird down in the bag, making sure that the cavities get filled with the juice. Okay, I had a wire tie to tie the bag with, but I cannot find it. So I'm going to go ahead and lift the bag up, twist it around a few times, and tie it off with a zip tie. Alright, I actually noticed that the liquid wasn't actually quite covering the turkey, so I have another can of Dr. Pepper here. I'm just going to go ahead and dump that in there as well. You know, when you're cooking like this, like with most forms of cooking, The exact ingredients are not that important. You know, baking's a little bit different. If you get too much yeast, not enough yeast, etc., you're going to have a lot of problems when you're baking. But with cooking, you know, I told you to use 6 cloves of garlic. Hey, listen, if you want to use 3 cloves of garlic, that's fine. If you want to go crazy and use 14 cloves, that's fine as well. Do not be worried about the exact measurements. You might be able to add a few ingredients that you come up with on your own. Dr. Pepper, not that important. You could conceivably use Coke. I've used Pepsi before. You could use a lot of things. I'm just going to throw a little bit of extra water in there to assure that the top of that bird is covered. I'm just going to go ahead and re-zip tie the bird. Now I'm going to go ahead and throw some ice in the bottom of the cooler. Put the turkey in on top of the ice. Now we're going to dump a little more ice on top of the turkey. Close up the cooler.
How long should the turkey sit in the brine?
Well, that's a good question, Hannah. There's a couple of schools of thought on that. One point of view says that if you use less ingredients, less spices, you should brine it longer to allow more time for the mussels to soak up those spices. The other school of thought is if you brine it for a shorter period of time, you can use a lot more spices to thus infuse more flavor in that short period of time. I don't know how much time we're going to have here, probably around 12 hours, maybe 12 to 14 hours, but we're going to go ahead and call it a night.
We'll be back real soon.
Good morning. It's been about 12 hours since we put the turkey in the brine. I'm going to go ahead and remove it from the brine right now. Let as much of the brine run out of the turkey as possible. Now I'm just going to pour a little bit of water on the outside of the turkey to get some of the extra brine off. Okay, now that the extra brine is washed off the turkey, we're going to let it sit here on this tray for a while. I'm going to go outside and get the smoker ready. We don't have a tripod today because I lost my tripod along with my best HD camera. Lost or had it stolen toward the end of rifle hunting. That's another story. So I'm actually sitting down here low, trying to use some weird camera angles here, propping the camera up on chairs, buckets, trash cans. Today we'll be using the Brinkmann Gourmet Electric Smoker. My wife bought me this for Father's Day several years ago. So you plug it in. The neighbor's dog is howling. Today we're going to be using the Western hickory chips. I use these a lot, both mesquite and hickory, but hickory today. Pretty simple. I actually put the wood chips in a container with hot water, and usually in about 5 to 10 minutes they're plenty moist to get the amount of smoke that I want out of them. Now I'm going to go ahead and pat the turkey down, try to get a little bit of the extra water off the skin. You know, we live in Colorado, a very dry state here, so it's pretty much dry already just in the 10 minutes since I took it out and set it down. Okay, you've seen me use these before. This is High Mountain Seasonings out of Riverton, Wyoming. This is the hickory burger seasoning. We use this on a lot of things. We use it to make hickory breakfast sausage. We use it on burgers. And today we're going to use this to rub the turkey. Some people will lightly coat the turkey with olive oil. I'm not going to do that today, but you can do that as well. You know, these smokers are called water smokers, and the instructions say that you're supposed to put some water in the pan down there. What I've been doing lately is actually just pouring a little bit of hot water in there. Got more of those Dr. Peppers because I like the flavor of the Dr. Pepper. You'll see that pan is really hot. That's going to start to simmer in no time. And throughout the course of the day, we'll have to put some more liquid in there. Put the turkey in, breast side up. Put the lid on. On this smoker, there's electric heating coils, something that looks like lava rocks in there. Most people will tell you not to put smoking chips in there because the wetness from the chips could ruin the coils. I've never had this problem. I've smoked in this 20-25 times. Just pick the chips up, shake the water off, throw them in there, and you'll get wonderful smoke, wonderful results. The chips have only been in there for about 3 minutes and we're already getting nice smoke. Okay, I have some chores to do. I'm going to let the turkey start to smoke here. I'll be coming out every 15 minutes, 25 minutes, checking the wood chips, making sure there's enough in there. Okay, the turkey's been in for about 7 hours now, and we are at 146 degrees. That's actually probably the best looking one I have ever done so far. It looks absolutely mouth-watering. A lot of cooks will only tell you to apply the smoke during the first couple hours, but I add it liberally whenever I feel like it. We are smoking the turkey, so I want a heavy hickory smoke flavor. This turkey's been in there for around 8 hours, and I think it's just about done. So we're gonna carve a piece of the turkey. And that is done. If you look up here closely, there's a nice pink smoke ring on the outside. See that smoke coming off? Let's give it a try here. And that is delicious.
Good, Daddy. You already devoured already. That's pretty good, man.
What? Yeah.